What it is though, you feel me? Nah.
Nah.
They're gonna be checking. Nigga, but why I keep fucking up? Fuck, bitch.
Hey yo, turn the bass up.
Hey, look. Y'all tapping into UrbanMogulswithB, man, part 2 right here where we dropped the Moguls game. Like I said before, and I'll say it again, stop playing with me. Man, look, we right here with my boy Yayvo, man. Alright, if you watch part 1, the last bit of it, we was talking about how he was a business owner. And, you know, it didn't last too long. And he did a couple other, you know, 9-to-5 jobs like a janitor and working for what's it called, like a tech company type shit. Some corporate shit. But the real question is, how did you get into the music, man?
How'd I get into the music, man? Shit. Ever since I've been a kid, bro, like, just always was into music, man. I mean, I got the albums in the studio, you seen?
Yeah.
I was always listening to different type of shit, man. NWA, Dr. Dre, Pac, Biggie, even more old school than that, LL Cool J, Rakim.
Okay.
You feel me? Like, I was
80s?
listening to all that 80s shit too, man. Like, you know what I mean? Wu-Tang Clan, like, I was listening to all them, bro. And
the real hip-hop head.
The real hip-hop shit, you feel me?
Yeah.
And, you know, the 90s is like, it transitioned a lot, but, you know, I still, I just always loved hip-hop and rap, bro, you know?
Who influenced you to get into it, though? Like, did anybody be like, hey, man, you got talent, I think you should pursue it? Or was it like, man, I listen to so much music that I'm going to try it?
I think it was mostly that. Like, I listened to so much music and I could relate to what they were saying because of the environment I was in. Remember what I was talking about? I would listen to Pac a lot, too, as a kid. And what he was talking about is kind of like what I was seeing growing up, like all that shit. Like he's talking about, you know, growing up in the streets, seeing the poverty, people, all this. So like I just gravitated towards that. Biggie would talk about the same shit. All the rappers, Dre, NWA, all of them were talking about that. So hip hop kind of was like, you know, it just made me relate to like the music, you know. Like some people just listen to the music and they vibe with it, and some people listen to music and they relate to it. And so,
that's the thing about the 90s, though, man. 90s. Is that the 90s, you could literally, I mean, if you was, you know, raised in the hood or, you know, some kind of like poverty area, because, you know, a lot of the music from hip hop was really about that stuff. You feel me? You could literally walk out your door and see what the hell they were rapping about. You feel me?
For real, B. So, that's what made me gravitate towards music and hip hop in general. So I remember just listening, and always wanted to be like, to get into music too. I was like, how can I do this? Like,
so how old were you when you got into it?
When I first got on a microphone, I was 12 years old. I was so at my middle school, my homie. So this is how it started. So we used to have freestyle battles. Okay. At lunch and brunch and shit. So we used to have freestyle battles. So everybody be rapping and shit. I would kick my little freestyles and shit with people. You know, we'd be like capping on each other and shit, you know, roasting them and shit. And just people I would throw shit at people sometimes, and the crowd would be like, oh shit, you got it, whatever. So I remember my homie, he was tapped in with his cousin was a producer. Yeah. He was from Frisco. So he already had like the equipment and shit. So I remember one time he invited me over to his house. He's like, hey, you know what, man? I like how you rap. Like, let's make a song together. He was only 11 years old at the time, but he was already in the music and he was already in it. Yeah. So he brought me to his cousin's house and we were just like vibing, bro. Like we started a group and we made like a whole demo.
Like a whole group?
Yeah, we started a whole group. Like we were a group. We called ourselves Young Loyal Fellas at the time.
Young Loyal Fellas.
Young Loyal Fellas, and we were only 12, bro. But I was fresh still in the hood shit. Yeah. So I would rap about like straight hood shit. Like,
so how would you get out to Sac? I mean, from Sac to Frisco.
Well, to Sac to Frisco. Well, first he lived in Redwood City. Oh, okay. So I moved to Redwood City for a bit. Like I was out there for like a year. So in that year span in Redwood City, I would go to his house. And that was like my first experience in the Bay Area too, was living in Rebel City. Like I didn't know shit about the Bay, but I lived out there for a bit, and yeah, I would just go to his house every day. So when I was living out there, I'd walk to his house. He literally lived like 5 minutes away from me. So after that, we made like this whole demo, bruh. I remember we made like this demo, and I was like, man, this shit sounds crispy. Like we were just like so happy, and we're 12 years old, like with our own album and shit already. Yeah. We even stamped, like we took a photo shoot, stamped it like with our faces on it.
Like you guys, like what kind of like photo shoot? Did you guys pay someone for a photo shoot?
No, we had like some like some like bougie, like not like some
but it was a camera.
It was a camera, but it wasn't not no fucking professional camera. But
damn, at that age, what 12? You said 12 years old. 12 years old, really serious. So that's when you really took music serious.
That's when I took it serious. I was an artist. I was writing every day. I was freestyling.
So the producing part didn't come into play yet?
Not yet. So the producing part came in like once I hit high school. So once I hit high school, freshman year, 14 years old. So like 2 years later, I just started like researching programs. Like there was no YouTube. There was none of that shit back then. No YouTube.
Were you influenced by any producers at the time that you looked up to or anything?
Shit, Dr. Dre was like my biggest inspiration, bro. And so was Timberland.
Okay.
So I love Timberland's beats. Dr. Dre a lot. Those were probably my Pharrell for sure. Pharrell, bro. Come on, dog. Like, those were the producers I looked up to. So I remember just downloading random programs. Like I downloaded FL Studio, which was Fruity Loops at the time, Reason, and I would just like, I didn't know what tempo was. I didn't know shit. Like I would just
start clicking
buttons and playing and shit. I made like I remember making like a couple shitty ass beats like that just didn't sound good or whatever. But then I started emulating people. So like a lot of people say like Kanye, what he used to do is he used to recreate people's beats. So like he would listen to them and he would like recreate them, and that's what got him hella good at producing. So I started taking that same concept. Back at the time, I think Lil Jon was like popular. He was on the charts. Like so, I started copying Lil Jon's type shit. I liked Lil Jon at the time too. So that's another guy. So I would copy his beats. I started making like the Snap Your Fingers and the Lean With It, Rock With It, like all those beats.
That's smart, bro. Because look, a lot of people will look at it as like, man, you copying them.
Yeah, for real.
But then there's other people like you who's like, well, that's a blueprint.
That's a blueprint,
you feel me?
bro.
That's a blueprint. I'll copy that shit all day and master it, and then, you know what I'm saying, you start coming up with your own shit.
Exactly, no, for real. Like, that was a blueprint. I had no mentor to teach me how to fucking produce. There was no YouTube tutorials at the time.
YouTube wasn't as big yet.
Bro, it was there, but it was like, people were posting like, how to make a beat and shit. And you either had to go to school too. Like you go to school, you know somebody. That was the only way to get in music. So at the time, I was just blessed. I already knew how to rap and set up I already knew how to set up the gear because I would see my old producer do it. So I kind of learned from him, and that's how I got my gear. And then I just started copying all the like beats and shit that were popular of people, and then I started adding my own shit, and that's when I started like making my own. So I made my first solo project at like 14 with my own beats, and then I started also learning how to mix and master at the time too.
See, that's one thing I noticed about you, man. Even to this day, you speaking about the past, but behind the cameras, obviously, we speaking about some other shit. You produce everything that you do, like you rap and produce, and like your albums, that's all you. It ain't nobody else. You ain't paid for nothing else.
Nope, no, it's all me, man. All the beats are made by me. I vibe to the beats, come up, write the shit. Sometimes I just freestyle it, and I just mix and master it, cut it up, put the plugins on, and then I make the product. I got the final product.
Let me ask you, man. Being a rapper and a producer, I know that's hard. You know, P-Lo, shout out P-Lo, man, because he makes that shit look easy, real easy. You know what I'm saying? How are you able to balance that, man? What do you take more of a liking to producing? You take more of a liking to rapping? How do you go about that?
Shit, man. I would say I'm already like a natural artist, so like being creative in general, you know what I mean? Like when you're somebody that creates, you can
innovator.
Innovator. You could channel that energy into anything. I feel.
Yeah.
Like you could like be a good cook, or you could like be a good like a person that draws stuff or whatever. You know what I mean? So I feel like transitioning back and forth between an artist and producer isn't too difficult for me.
Same field.
Yeah, it's the same field. I just feel like sometimes I'll probably have the upper edge on one.
Yeah.
So like if I'm writing more and shit, I feel like my artist side is a little bit more better than my producing. If I'm making beats and mixing every day, I feel like I'm more...
It's whatever you put more time into.
More time into, exactly.
And so that leads into, excuse me, what do you put more time into?
I would say I put more time into my producing right now. As of right now, I'm putting more time in my producing. So I'm making beats for other artists, mixing people's music, mixing my own music. So that's definitely something I'm doing more of. Yeah. Being an artist is cool. I haven't wrote a lot. I just go on the mic and I just like, spit it. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's not as like how it used to be, where I'd write it and like look at it and tweak it and stuff.
So you basically go off feeling and stuff like that, the vibe and stuff like that.
The vibe of the beat. So
yeah, see, a lot of people do that nowadays, and you know, it's real different, man. What do you get out of it, man? Cause like, you know, for instance, you know, I do a little bit of rapping myself. I feel like I can't do the freestyle and stuff in the moment. I'm more of a person that got to write and I got to think, because I'm a what do you call it? I can't think of the word, but anyways, I think a lot and I think too much. You feel me? So everything that I write out has to be meaningful. You feel me? How are you able to just, you know, freestyle and go off the last word you say? Man, is that tough, or it's something that you have to learn to do?
There's something you got to learn to do for sure. Like everybody has their processes. Like a lot of artists that come in here, they all have different processes. It's crazy, but it's amazing how every artist is different. You know what I mean? Like some people come in here with already pre-written lyrics. They get on the mic and they already can fit it onto a beat. Or some people are listen to the beat and writing. Some people say, "Oh, hey, let me just get on the mic and just start freestyling too." Yeah. I went through so many different phases. Like I used to be a writer first, and then I would spit it, and then I went to another phase where I would just punch in. So I would say a line.
It takes too much time to write sometimes. Yeah,
sometimes. So I'll punch in the mic, say some words, stop it, think of the words, okay, play it, record, then say some next lines, stop, pause it, and then do the same.
You start training your mind how to do it, and now it becomes natural.
Yeah, and then my new process now is like, I stopped that because that kind of like is a little bit too technical for me. So I want to be as free and creative as possible. So I'll loop my beat probably for like 10, 20 minutes, and I'll say a couple, just hella rhymes. So I'll keep saying, so like da-da-da-da-da-da, and then da-da-da-da-da-da. You know, I'll just keep like saying these words, and then I'll rhyme them. But I'll try to make them make sense. And then after I get this like big long take of like words, I'll just chop them up, put it all together, and now I got like, you know, a verse. You know what I mean? So, but it gives me time to think, and it also gives me you know, what you call it? Just like freedom to put in like the natural feeling that I'm supposed to get in the song.
So, you know, you being an artist and producer, man, have you worked with anybody or have you worked with anybody that's like known Bay Area, SoCal, wide, nationwide, or connected with anybody at all?
To be honest, man, like, I don't know, it's crazy. I've been doing music for so long. I haven't really like connected or rapped with like anybody that's, you know, big in the music industry. I mean, I've ran into so many people, I talked to so many people, but I haven't collaborated with anybody. I'll say recently that somebody that I used to listen to when I was a kid that I collaborated with was LaRue. His name, he goes by Hitta Slim now. But he made a song back in the day called Put Me On. Shout outs to LaRue, man, for, you know, getting on my song and shit. He did that shit out of love. And I met him at a nightclub and shit, you know. He's with Sick With It Records with E40
E40.
Shit. Yeah, he with E40 too, so. Shout out to them. I feel like if I'm gonna collaborate with anybody, it definitely would be like E40 and that camp of people. I just feel like, you know, E40 is always relevant, bro. Like, those are the type of people you want to tap in out here in the Bay.
No doubt, they've been in the game the longest.
And that's how I want to be with my career too. I want longevity. I don't just want to be in the now, like with trends and shit. I want to be forever. You feel me? My own sound, my own stuff, and in it forever.
Yeah, no doubt. So who do you look up to in the music, and who do you want to work with in the near future?
Damn. So who I look up to like right now? Shit, man. There's just so many good ass artists right now, but I definitely like all the artists that are coming out of Sac right now, you know, aside from the politics and shit.
Yeah.
I really like a lot of the sound that's coming out of Sac.
Yeah.
The Bay too. I love, like, I be looking on Thizzler and stuff. I see all the
Yeah.
I feel like Northern California got it on lock right now, bro. So I'm inspired by, and I just love seeing that Northern California win. You know, we don't get enough shine out here.
Yeah.
You know, Southern Cali's always got the shine, bro.
Yeah.
You know, but I think it's our time now, Northern California. So I'm definitely inspired by all the artists out here.
Yeah.
And, everybody making music in Northern California, bro.
Right on. So with that being said, what's your music like from the rap side? What's your music like? What do you speak about? And so on.
Yeah, like my music's very versatile, bro. Like I don't really speak on like one subject. I got a lot of stuff, but I do a lot of love songs, a lot of stuff for the females. I do stuff for.
Yeah.
I do sometimes talk about some street shit, or I talk about business stuff.
Yeah.
Like I talk a lot about business in my music too. You know, investing.
Yeah. Some Nipsey shit.
Yeah. I talk about stuff like that too, man. Like shouts Nipsey, man. Nipsey was like one of my favorite artists too.
Yeah, no doubt.
But yeah, I throw those types of stuff in. If I'm angry, I talk about some shit I'm angry about, or like, you know, it's just so versatile. Yeah. I don't really have a certain sound. Sometimes I'll throw some Latin stuff in there. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, because you can speak Spanish, right? Fluently.
Yeah, I can speak Spanish fluently, bro. So
okay, so have you done that? Have you put any, you know, have you spoke Spanish into your music, or is that something that you plan on doing more? I
plan on tapping into the Latino stuff more. Like, I feel like it's time for me to start doing it, you know?
Yeah. I
feel like I want to do that. It's just, I've been trying to get it right, you know, like sometimes you got to fill it out. It's
you got to tweak it a little bit.
Yeah, I don't want to be like coming across like too gimmicky, you know what I mean? Because a lot of, you know, people that do the Latin music, you got to come off as a gimmick or something.
Yeah, you got to really, your Spanish has to be on point.
And it got to be on point too. It got to make sense and people got to love it, you know? I mean, one thing I was thinking about doing recently is like, you know, corridos, right?
Yeah.
Like, I was thinking about implementing the corridos into like the urban shit. Like, you know, putting some bass.
The beat and stuff like that.
Yeah, the beats with the corridos, bro. Like some shit like that. Singing Spanish, rapping English.
Yeah,
like
I ain't gonna lie, man.
Shit,
I heard your beats when we got here, man. I heard your beats, and you know, it's possible you could do that shit, man.
Yeah,
no doubt about that.
Or some cumbia or something, you know? Cumbia, bro.
Yeah.
Like some fly shit, bro.
Yeah. No doubt. So, where do you plan on taking your music stuff? Is it gonna be producing first and then rapping, or rapping first and then producing? Where do you want to take it? Where do you plan on taking it?
Man, bro, to be honest, I really, like deep down, like inside, I really want to take it as an artist. That's just something I really want to do. Is take it as an artist. I want to be an artist, you know, I want to perform, you know, just, that's always been my passion, man. I started as an artist before I was a producer, but like we were talking about earlier, you know, there's not a lot of music producers out there either. And I feel like, you know, as a music producer, it probably helped me out even more than just being an artist, grinding it out so hard.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? Being a producer, people fuck with you like tough, faster than
they gravitate to you more, man.
Exactly, they gravitate.
And, I mean, every time we've talked, even on the phone, man, every time we've talked, you've been hibernated in the studio.
Always, man.
In the studio, man. It speaks a lot about your work ethic, and you know, it speaks for itself, man.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
For real.
Yeah, man. I mean, I love this shit, bro. This is something I love to do. This isn't like, you know, I'm just trying to make a quick dollar or whatever. I mean, do shit. I've been in this bitch, do shit for free. You feel me?
Yeah.
I record people for free. I don't give a. I love this shit.
That's what it takes sometimes, man. That's what it takes sometimes.
Yeah, you gotta be disciplined.
Yeah, discipline, man. And when you love to do something, man, it ain't work. So, you know, you not charging somebody don't really affect you because it's what you love to do.
Exactly, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Would you rather be, you know, doing something you love, or you working 9 to 5 at a fucking cubicle your whole life? You feel me? Like,
no doubt. I mean, that might be for somebody, and ain't nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with that shit. I've done that stuff. Trust me, I've done that.
Oh yeah.
I was miserable. You know what I mean? Miserable, bro. Like,
because you knew you had a greater purpose. There's something else out there for you.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know.
But, you know, we're going to have to wrap this up. For the people who don't know you, for the people who do know you, where can they find you? And what can they expect in the near future?
Okay, for sure. Yeah, people can check out my official website. So I got a website, yayvomusic.com. That's probably the best way to like get everything. You can get my Instagram. All my socials are on there.
Yeah.
You can contact me directly to my email through there. That's probably the best way. But yeah, follow me on Instagram, YouTube. I'm dropping more music videos.
What on Instagram? What's your name on Instagram?
Yayvo, just Yayvo _ on.
Yay as in like Yay area, Y-A-Y?
Yeah, YAYVO.
Okay.
Yeah, right here, Yayvo. Boom.
Yayvo.
Yayvo.
Official.
Official. And then Yayvo on everything else, just Yayvo, plain Yayvo.
Right on.
Yeah, no character, no underscore, none of that shit.
Yeah. You drop frequently?
I drop. Oh yeah, frequently. I drop every Friday. So I drop a song every Friday. I call it Friday releases.
Friday, man, I
releases.
like that.
Friday
I like
releases.
that. I see you.
Yeah, bro. So I drop a song every Friday. Just for the fans, people. Even if it don't get a lot of plays, views, whatever, I'm still constantly dropping.
Man, stay consistent, man. That's the key.
Thank you, bro.
Consistent. And just keep doing you, man. Don't worry about what anybody got to say. Just stay in your lane, and
For sure.
the rest gonna work itself out, man.
For sure, B, of course.
But man, I appreciate your time.
I appreciate you being
Appreciate your
bro,
time, man.
I appreciate you having me on
No
here.
doubt, man.
Shout out to Urban Moguls, man.
Appreciate
God
that.
bless you, bro. I hope
No doubt.
you get up there, bro, and this takes off, man.
Well, I mean, we going regardless, man. Even if till wheels fall off, man, we got the spare, you feel me? And even if the spare comes off, man, we like the Flintstone. We gonna pick the car up, we gonna keep moving, you feel me?
Hell yeah.
Hey, look, man, y'all tapping into UrbanMogulswithB. Right here, we dropped the most game, man. It's just another episode. We doing it live, doing it moving, you feel me? Gone.
Hey,